Seán McKiernan was Secretary, Treasurer and a trustee of Navan Mental Health Housing Association when he took its chequebook from its accountants in 2019. The 44-year-old former Fine Gael Councillor, who was the youngest ever Cathaoirleach of Cavan County Council, asked the other trustees, who were innocent elderly men in poor health, to co-sign legitimate cheques as well as blank ones, so he didn't have to come to their homes as often. In 2020, the charity's accountant noticed that large amounts of money had been withdrawn and the recipients of the cheques were mainly South American men with no link to the charity. McKiernan tried to claim they were genuine cases or loans that would be repaid, but this never happened and the matter was eventually reported to the charity's regulator and Gardaí. Detective Garda Sean Patterson told Prosecution Counsel Kitty Pearl there were 58 cheques made out to 33 people, mostly men, for amounts between €700 and €6,000. Several men confirmed during interview they were male escorts and McKiernan had paid them by cheque for their services and to get drugs for him, mainly crystal meth and GHB. McKiernan also lodged cheques into the bank accounts of two vulnerable Irish men and instructed them where to send the money. One described first meeting McKiernan in a brothel while he was naked, saying he was cocky and arrogant, claiming he was a senator as he was smoking a crack pipe. Gardaí arrested McKiernan in 2022 and seized his phone, which contained conversations with escorts about cheques and drugs, as well as a video of him with an escort smoking a crack pipe. McKiernan, who's from Trinity Bungalows in Bailieborough, County Cavan, pleaded guilty to multiple counts of theft, totalling more than €172,000, with his defence counsel Garrett Baker submitting that he'd admitted his wrongdoing prior to the Garda investigation, saying he'd hit a bump in the road when he lost his council seat, began taking drugs and was depressed, but fully accepts his wrongdoing, is deeply ashamed and had written a letter of apology to the court. Taking everything into consideration, Judge Jonathan Dunphy sentenced Seán McKiernan to 3 years and 9 months, but suspended the final 12 months for a period of 2 years to encourage rehabilitation. His defence team asked that he be allowed some time to get his affairs in order and present himself to prison at a later date, but Judge Dunphy said he wasn't prepared to do this, adding it was yet another example of McKiernan trying to bury his head in the sand and that it was a conversation that should have been had a long time ago, as he directed that Seán McKiernan be taken into custody immediately. Nicole Gernan, Virgin Media News at Trim Circuit Criminal Court.